Hey folks, Jay Barino here. I'm here with Deltron Live.
Hey guys.
So we are going to be showcasing some Rock the Cabinet entries, and by some, I mean as many as we can before the deadline hits, which is in late April. Do you remember what date it was?
April 26th.
April 26th.
Yeah, we want to show as many as we can before that deadline, and just keep in mind these are gonna a lot of these maps aren't going to be completely polished or finished, but this way we can give the map makers a video feedback. People can leave comments, and that way they can make changes before that deadline, and then we plan on when the top 10 are released to go back and play the top 10.
Yes, and that's exactly why we're starting with our tried and true buddy here, Cybros X, who we've both played some campaigns of his, the newest one being Wrath of the Tal'Darim, great campaign. And his map was released. He's one of the first ones released. It's still in version 1.0, but he had asked us to play it, so I take it that he is comfortable with us going ahead and showcasing version 1.0. So, without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to be playing Artanis. Looks like you got Kerrigan there.
Yeah, you can only choose between Raynor, Kerrigan, and Artanis for these co-op maps.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've heard some people say that you could select difficulty for some of these. I think that we're defaulting to hard here. There's no option for me to change the difficulty, so I'm just going to go ahead and start us out.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try these co-op submissions out, and there's still time. So if you guys, any map makers out there, want to create your own entry, I mean, there's some great prizes for the entry, and the winner gets their map gets reimagined or recreated by Blizzard to become a playable co-op map,
which is awesome.
I am Zaladas, and I lead the Tal'Darim forces on this outpost. I have been tasked with removing the threat posed by Amon's forces.
Cool. I recognize Pronago.
Yeah.
The corruption is spread by shards, which are vulnerable only to powerful weapons. Our mothership is entering the planet's orbit and must be escorted each time it finishes charging.
Okay, sounds like missed opportunities in a way.
Okay.
We also only have one gas in our starting base. Corruption shards are coming from the void. Escort the mothership to destroy them. Cool. Why would gas be so limited?
This planet is devoid of geysers, but these fissures will supply you with Vespene periodically. Spend it wisely.
Well, he read your mind.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest, and now we have not played very much of this, but I just as a gut instinct, and I got to be honest, we're sort of reviewing these maps in a way, and I don't want to be hypercritical, but I am not a fan of a limited Vespene mechanic, personally. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see how easy it is to gather gas from the fissures.
I'm
gonna
this reminds me of, what was it, the epilogue map from Legacy of the Void?
Yeah, the prologue, yeah, Whispers of Oblivion.
Prologue. Yeah, sorry, not epilogue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I recall that as well. And I think Cybros also used this mechanic in one of his earlier Protoss campaigns. I forget which one it was.
So are we both going to get gas for your...
Did you just get any?
Yes.
You did? Okay. So it's got the plus 50 pop-up there, so yeah, we must both be getting some.
Prepare your warriors, commanders.
Okay.
You will have to escort our mothership soon.
That's timing that kind of lines up, I'd say, with most co-op maps where you're just about getting to your tier 1.5, tier 2 level stuff, and you gotta go soon after.
Yeah. Oh, there's a giant mothership on the map. You can see the shadow of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, over the projector.
Really
That's
neat.
cool. Okay, so it's going into our expansions. So it's sort of a you take your
nice.
naturals as part of the sort of like Chain of Ascension in a way.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy's coming for us. Hope you're ready for this.
Okay, first enemy attack already as well.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have anything out.
And let's see what it is.
That's some roaches.
Roaches.
An enemy Zerg force has been discovered.
An enemy Zerg force has been discovered. Okay, well, I took care of that first attack. Not bad.
I'm coming down there. Oops.
So I wonder also, so with like a hero, typically you usually are able to clear out the expansions yourself, but because it's part of the objective, I wonder if it might be a little more challenging. Also, the gas is not challenging to take. It's not defended by anything, and it's highlighted when it's there. So it's really not that bad. I don't see it as being a big problem or anything.
Okay.
Our mothership is fully charged. Move towards the first shard.
I've almost got solar up.
Nice.
So the timings align quite well in that way. I don't even think I need to use solar. So the Void Corruption functions like it did in the campaign, where it slowly ticks away at your health.
Ooh. So yeah,
I
we have to kill
think
that.
it does.
Oh, only the corruption can attack the void shards. So maybe we should not be pushing into this.
I think we have
right
to
now.
push into it to make sure that the mothership survives.
Survives.
See, the mothership is spawned.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's fully charged.
Also, the corruption... Oh, it does. I was going to say, it didn't look like it was hurting shields at first, but it definitely does. Cool. So this is really good looking.
Very nice.
Very good looking map, yeah. We just finished playing the mutation this week, so I'm like, gotta focus on winning. When in a way, like if it's a hard difficulty, you don't have to worry that much.
And then most of Cyberos X's maps are pretty well balanced. I mean, hard is going to be like a typical hard Blizzard hard map.
Commanders, your armies should leave this
shit.
location if they wish to survive.
All right, gotta take a look at this. What?
Oh wow, that's nice.
That's cool.
And I'm guessing that would attack any enemy units in that area.
And us.
And us.
The second Ascendant, Pronago, let us know. He said, "Get out of there. You're gonna get killed."
But it's not over yet.
Cool.
And I heard that you offered your voice acting talents on
Talents. I basically just said, I just asked people. I said, if anyone's looking for shoddy voice acting, I will help out. So there's still a month. If anyone's interested, I can help. But don't send me like 600 lines. But if anyone's looking for some really basic voice acting, I can probably help. So the fissures, everything's erupted from the same one so far, I've noticed. Minor thing, I don't know if that's a bug or it's just random and it's just coincidental.
And I believe it's default, so all the commanders are at level 15, but there's no mastery points or anything. So
Okay. No
believe that's the
mastery
case.
points. How do they expect us to win?
Brace yourselves.
I guess we should try to go take our
take
expansions
the
too.
expansions.
So I take back what I said earlier. The Vespene mechanic, it just adds a little something to the map. It's not tedious at all. You could just leave one worker at every fissure, and it's really not going to affect much.
Yep. Okay, I'll get back home. Nice.
Okay. I guess we should clean out the expansions, yeah.
Our mothership
Feel
is
free to
ready
use
move.
my
Protect
Nidus
it
networks.
until Amon's shards are
Thank you.
destroyed.
Thank you for your permission. So afraid you're gonna yell at me if I tried
No.
to use them without permission.
Not allowed.
How Whirlwind Zealots are so fun.
Armies are en route to attack our mothership. Commanders,
Okay.
slay them
We
now.
gotta take that base down.
So it's cool how the enemy consistently attacks you and the mothership. So missed opportunities, the enemy stops attacking you, your main base. This
I'll take care of the attack.
okay?
Definitely forces you to split up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go.
The attacks are not too bad though. I guess for a hard difficulty, it's not bad.
On brutal, yeah, people might struggle.
Yeah. Another attack. I can pick up these Vespene geysers.
Void Thrasher, huh? Eat shit! I hit it with Solar Bombardment.
not getting my Ultralisk Cavern.
The addition of the Void Thrashers is a little nice touch as well. Makes the objectives challenging in a way.
Nice.
So what's actually I like a lot about this is the enemy attacks don't feel, oh god.
Power core is activated.
Get out of there.
Commanders,
I want to see it
armies should
destroy.
leave
Oh,
this
mine.
location if they wish to survive.
No, get back inside.
Let's watch these zealots get killed. Oh yeah, it definitely kills your stuff. Definitely kills your stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I like this quite a bit so far.
Yeah. It's,
So what I was saying was, I feel like the enemy attacks they're frequent, but they're small. They're manageable. And if this is hard difficulty, I would imagine that brutal wouldn't be that much worse. But the focus actually, it seems like pushing into the enemy bases is harder. So the objectives the objectives are harder. Whereas most of the time in a lot of the Blizzard maps, the challenge tends to come from.
I like it, Commanders. Your slaves are not as weak as I thought.
Sorry, I'm letting him chat.
Yeah.
The challenge typically comes from defending yourself against giant waves of enemies, but here it's different, which I like. It's more the actually pushing into those void shards with the aura.
You could also try to time it. So I mean, the mothership does do damage to the enemy units. So I mean, I guess maybe you could time it. I'm not sure.
I think as long as you keep them off the mothership and it gets in position, because once it starts channeling, it looks like it's invulnerable. It goes off the map. And once it's off the map, then it's just going to do a ton of damage once it spawns those big beams. Nice. Killing it. We're killing it. It does alert you every time the Vespene spawns as well.
Which is nice. Yep. The training is great too. I like you have the channels or between the different areas where the Vespene gas flowing through. Or
So this attack is pretty large. This is a pretty large attack right here, and a hybrid's coming too. It's not typical unless it's a defense mission.
Okay.
Your Nidus worm, no!
Okay, I have another one.
These shards must be destroyed.
This map does feel like it has a lot of really good small ideas coming together to make a pretty cool ultimate project. You definitely need a lot of map mobility too.
Right.
So certain commanders may struggle because you're getting attacked basically from 3 directions at once, plus the objective is starting now, so a lot can happen.
Yeah, you should all follow the objective.
We are defended, so I can go into the worm and...
What? I told you no.
I said no!
Thrasher is moving towards our mothership.
Can you spawn another one?
Now. Amon's armies are
There you
en
go.
route to attack our mothership. Commanders, slay them now.
Oh, there's a void threat. Oh, we have to take.
Oh,
care
and
of that.
it comes from different directions too. Wow, that's neat. Yeah, you'd really need to focus on splitting your forces. I think
Okay,
some people
yep.
could struggle with the... It's not like the difficulty of the actual attack waves per se, and again, this is on hard difficulty, but the frequency of the multi-pronged attacks could cause major problems for folks.
I'm gonna take care of this void thrasher.
Okay, I'm gonna clean out the the front part of this enemy base, and then
Taking him out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't think they have as much health as the other maps with Void Thrashers.
Nice.
Cool. This definitely feels like a standard quality.
Yeah.
I mean,
Blizzard
standard Blizzard quality map, not like standard mediocre. I mean, like really good from a community perspective. It just feels like a standard Blizzard co-op map. Really well designed. The layout feels natural.
Yeah.
I sense one of Amon's creations.
It's time to
A
assimilate
void
some resources.
behemoth. You should purge this beast before it escapes.
Okay.
Well, I know you're gonna want to go for the bonus objective.
We
so
have to get the bonus
I'm not
objective.
even going to ask.
Every single map that we play as part of Rock the Cabinet, we must get the bonus objectives.
It looks like my Hydralisk, they're regaining their health at the same rate
Commanders,
that the
your
Void
army
Corruption
should
is.
leave this location.
Oh, that's
Already
good.
know.
Yeah.
Survive.
I'm running away.
Okay.
Okay.
I gave myself the ability to make Reavers this map, and also their upgrades. But fuck Reavers, I refuse to build them.
Who needs Reavers?
Who needs Reavers?
I'm going for the bonus. You want to join me?
Yeah. Oh, look, so the beams, they move from one to the... Because there were 2 shards in this location.
Oh, okay.
So they move from one to the other. That's cool. All right, let's scope out this bonus. So just to kind of sum up all the different things we have here, we have the Mothership Beam, which was a tactic from...
Perfect. Only a few of these shards are still active. We must destroy them before they consume this planet. Well done, Commander. The Void Behemoth is no more. Another victory for the Tal'Darim.
Yeah, dog.
My ears.
Bonus objective complete! Most important thing, man.
Of course.
So we have the Mothership Laser, which was from a Legacy of the Void mission. We have the Vespene Volcanoes, which was from a Legacy of the Void mission. We have Void Shards, which was from a Legacy of the Void mission. We have Void Thrashers from a Legacy of the Void mission. We have... There was one more thing I was just thinking. And we had the floaty optional objective that shoots those paralyzing blasts, which was from a Legacy of the Void mission. So we have a lot of different Blizzard mechanics here, all tossed into one map, and they're all great. I would even go so far as to say you could probably remove any one of them and still have a perfectly functional map. This might even be considered overboard by some, but I think it's great overall. There's a lot of great things here.
One thing I do want to point out, there's always something to do. You're never standing around.
Yes, I think that's important. Oh, I almost built a Reaver. Nope! Dragoons! My Brood War past sheds a tear every time I make a Dragoon in Legacy of the Void.
How could you, Jayborino? How could you?
Our mothership is fully
You're
charged. Prepare your forces. We must strike now.
You're giving all Reavers out there hope.
I'll never. I'll build one after we win, so that it can't enjoy the glory. Its comrades will say it's a coward. Okay, so it looks like it's taking 2 different paths. You see, there's a green arrow pointing directly towards it. I guess just to say, like, hey, the objective's over here, and then but it's taking a separate path.
Okay. It's going through our expansion.
I'll go get this one.
Okay.
So I can take the... May I use your,
I feel like we can should both be able to take it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was
Yeah.
just checking that I was allowed to. That's all.
Then use the Night Swarm to get back.
Yeah.
Kerrigan's actually very helpful on this.
Yeah, the Nidoswarms are great. That's the thing I'd be curious to see. Like, Raynor has a lot of mobility with the drop pods. Artanis can warp in, but that's not, like, army mobility. That's production mobility. So I wonder how someone like Alarak would fare. Like, he can't... Well, the Mothership is okay, but you can only use it every so often. So I wonder... There are other maps that require some mobility as well, but this is a large map. This is way bigger than the Trains map, which requires mobility.
Yep.
So I really don't know how some of the, like, Abathur, I don't think he has many, I don't think any of his units have deep tunnel or anything.
Yeah. You just have to creep shred. Do its queens have deep tunnel?
Maybe. I don't remember. But even if they did, I mean, that's one unit. You know, you lose that freedom. It's just, I think overall it's more that this map is very large compared to many of the other existing co-op maps. So
Yep.
I just think that commanders that lack mobility will struggle a little bit. I mean, imagine Kerrigan without using Omega Worms on this map. You pretty much almost have to, or you would struggle a lot.
Yep.
I'm not even going in
also
that
have not
corruption.
been-
I'll let you do it.
Okay. Yeah, we cleared it out. So, also, unlike missed opportunities, like you have a chance to fuck up, mess up, like lose one of the bots. And this map, you can't mess up. The mothership dies.
The mothership's
I'm
power
guessing that's
core
game
is
over.
activated.
That's true. Yeah.
Commanders, your armies should leave this location if they wish to survive.
So I know most of Blizzard's. I'm not saying it has to be, exactly like all the other Blizzard maps, but most of Blizzard's maps have some sort of I don't know, allows you to mess up. Whereas this one, if you lose the mothership, you lose.
Yeah, I mean, it does have it has a lot of health.
Does it have an attack if it is getting attacked?
I don't know. I didn't notice. I mean, it's got these giant lasers here, but that's after you've already escorted it. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it did have an attack. I thought I saw it shooting something, unless it was a graphical thing.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but the look of
sure.
this is really cool. And I mean, this is very typical.
Day he trifled with the Tal'Darim.
This is very typical of co-op, like especially on hard difficulty. If you're mildly experienced and or at level 15, at this point you've pretty much steamrolled the map and it's over. So don't look at us and say, oh well, it gets boring after the 4th wave, because we would be in this position on any other map.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I will say I would have expected the map to end now, but there's another wave.
It's lengthy.
It seems long. Yeah, I mean, Temple of the Past is kind of lengthy, but I think it would still be ending around this time. So this is definitely long comparatively.
I mean, you are definitely short on Vespine throughout the entire map. I don't know about you, but
Kerrigan always is, yeah. I mean, I'm maxed out, and I just have a bunch of zealots, so I'm probably fine. If I went Archons or something, I would have struggled.
Okay.
I guess
take
we
care
should.
of the top.
Okay, I'll go down. Again, it's just one of those things you have to minorly focus on, is getting those Vespine pickups. It's not that bad, but if you forget to do it, you can find yourself in a jam. Okay, and they're attacking the middle as well, so I'll just send some units over there.
Oh, my drones. Burrow.
I forget how to aim with the normal orbital strike. I forget how to do it.
Prepare for the
I'm used to the
Not as
Karax
easy as
instant.
Karax.
We will send these shards back to the void.
Great voice acting too. Pronago always does a
yeah.
good job.
Yep.
Oh
And then
no! Then to keep up with
Worker
co-op
attack.
tradition, my expansion gets totally fucked by units that hit it from the other side.
It happened to both our worker lines.
Oh, really?
Must have been timed. So
That might be just a minor quality of life thing to remove. Don't
maybe
program them to
yeah.
not do that.
Yeah.
Just have them come in the front with the other units.
Come in the front or just attack one of the expansions. I don't know. So.
Another void thrasher.
I
Void
personally, though, have
Thrashers.
always been a really big fan of.
Amon's armies are en route to attack our mothership. Commanders, slay them now.
I've been really inconsistent with when I've decided to let Zalatus talk and listen to him and just talking over him. But I've always said I'm a big fan. If we're talking about holdout missions in particular, I do like the idea of small but very frequent attacks from multiple directions, and that's what this feels like. The attacks aren't huge, but they're frequent and they're from many different directions. It keeps you on your toes, having to split your units. And I don't know what this would be like on Brutal. Might become a little more untenable, but for the most part, this is great.
Attack now.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying myself. Another attack. Yeah, multiple attacks.
There's a Mutalisk behind. Ah! Get out of there, Mutalisk! Stop it!
Much
Ah!
more frequent than a standard Blizzard.
This does feel very polished. I mean, if there was anything past version 1.0, I can't imagine. I haven't seen any bugs, I don't think. I mean, at the very beginning, all the Vespine eruptions happen from the same fissure. But now I've noticed they're happening everywhere else too. But still more frequently from the same one, I've noticed.
Yep.
Okay, here we have to fight through a larger base, it looks like.
Very large base. I'm coming from the top.
Mass Immortal, let's go!
Sorry, Reavers, it's not your day.
Nope. I'm not even. I'm maxed out. I can't even make one if I wanted to. Okay. Oh, this enemy attack is actually swinging around to attack our armies. The other one is going for our bases. But I mean, given how large this map is and how far away we are from our base, it would be pretty challenging. This would be one where most other co-op maps, you typically can just, if your base is getting attacked, you just grab your army and you go back. And the only other one that's quite large is the Vermilion problem. By the way, the mothership does have an attack.
Okay.
Is the Vermilion problem, but that one with the lava mechanic forces you to be near your bases almost all the time.
Right.
And if you're not near your bases...
The mothership's power core is activated.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Commanders, your
Stops the
armies
enemy
should
from
leave
attacking
this
as well.
location
They'll
if
retreat
they
up,
wish to
back up to the
survive.
ramp. if
Right,
they're,
so you have tons of time to prepare for it, even though that is probably the largest map that exists.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the design of how you manipulate a large map to make sure that the player could react to an enemy attack. Like if this was on Brutal and there was a giant enemy attack on our bases right now, there's no way we would get there in time. There's just no way, unless you have mobility like an Omega Worm, and not every commander has that.
So the mothership beams basically one-hit Kerrigan, so they do a ton of damage. I just wanted to test that out.
And you just have to get the mothership mildly close to the base. You don't even have to clear them out.
Work, Commander.
Right.
Amon's shards are no more. With his corruption gone, the Death Fleet will be well prepared for the coming war. The High Lord will be pleased.
Nice.
Very cool.
Hey, so can we take like 45 minutes to talk about the canon of this map and where it fits into the lore of StarCraft 2?
Yeah, because all of Blizzard's co-op map, they're very lore oriented.
Very lore heavy. Co-op's very important
lore-heavy.
part to the StarCraft 2 lore.
Yep.
Hey, this was great. So what are your final thoughts, if you could give a summary to the creator?
Well, Cyber, I think you did a fantastic job. The map is long. It's like time-wise. It's maybe if you can cut it down, I don't know, a few minutes. But if you're happy with the time, that's fine. It's also, it'll be interesting. Like we're capped at these three heroes, but once like you were saying, the mobility, like for someone like Abathur, how easy is it going to be to defend all those locations at once? Defend against the those void creatures that come and attack you. But I think you did a fantastic job overall. Just really kept you on your toes throughout the entire map.
Mm-hmm. I agree entirely, and it's hard to place this just because we haven't played any other ones yet. So and I don't really want to rate the other ones relative to ones we've played. It's not. I don't think that's a good idea, especially until the submission date has actually occurred, and then other people vote, and then we would play those top submissions. But this, without playing the other maps, just as a standalone, this felt like a Blizzard map, and I agreed with pretty much everything you said. It's a long map and it's a large map, and while I really like this idea of you have to split your forces, we didn't because we played fine, right? We were always reacting where we needed to, and we didn't have to necessarily split our forces. But on Brutal, you might have to. Or if there was a mutation on this map, you definitely would have to. It'd be a lot harder. So I'm trying to think, of players who are just starting to level up, who don't have Omega Worms yet, for example, and they want to play Kerrigan. I think they're going to struggle a lot with a map of this size. But again, nothing comparing it to relative to nothing else. I would say this is a great map, and I keep wanting to say it's one of the best we've played so far. It is the best we've played so far because it is the only one, and I expect it to retain that. It's really setting the bar high, I think, for everything else that we're going to be playing.
Mm-hmm. It was a great map to start things off. So
definitely. All right.
Anyone watching this, make sure you play these maps, leave feedback for the map makers, and just enjoy playing them. So
definitely, you can leave feedback on the BattleNet forums. You can join our SC2 Mapster Discord. I think it might be invite only. Actually, I take that back. ignore that. If it's not, then join it, because you might be able to leave feedback there, but I think that might just be for creators. Yeah, so Battle.net, and then on this video or on the arcade itself, where you can play the map and then leave a review. Cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining us, and we will move on to the next map pretty soon.
Yeah. See you guys.